Hi, my name is Michaela Poindexter, and today we're going to be talking about epigenetics. Before we get into the details of epigenetics, you must have a basic understanding of how DNA works. DNA is the genetic information for all living organisms. All cells in your body contain the same DNA, or genetic information. Different cells with varying functions, however, have different parts of their DNA activated. This is the reason that hair cells, for example, don't make stomach acid. Now, back to how this relates to epigenetics. Well, there was actually a study done on mice. Each time the mice smelled acetophenone, which is a sweetly smelling combination of orange, cherry, and almond, a shock would be delivered to the mice. Now, the usual reaction that we would expect is that the mice quickly learn to fear the smell, and they actually sprouted extra neurons in their nose, making them super sensitive to acetophenone. What is interesting, however, is that the mice pups and their pups also feared the scent, even though they had never met their fathers or been introduced to the scent. The formal definition of epigenetics is the study of heritable changes in gene expression that do not involve changes to the underlying DNA sequence. So basically, it's when the tags in the DNA that we talked about earlier change places, and then that is passed on to the offspring. Scientists have begun to realize that what we do in our life makes a difference on what traits our children will receive. For example, in a village in Sweden, there are periods of starvation and periods of food prosperity. Studies showed that boys aged 9 to 11 who grew up starving had kids with better and healthier life spans than those who did not. It is believed that this is because their parents turned on different DNA traits to survive, passing these traits down to their children, resulting in healthier kids. Epigenetics is still such a young branch of science, but to me, that's what makes it so interesting. I'm Michaela Poindexter, and this has been a brief summary of epigenetics.